Jaylon Johnson, I feel like he had a little bit too much dip on his chip, and I feel like he's been doing that ever since he got the money. And there's nothing wrong with that. If I got granted whatever that fucking contract was, I'd have some dip on my chip too. I feel him coming off his best season as a pro. I do feel like they framed this more than what it really was. And I also feel like Jaylon went off what other people have been saying. I don't really think Jaylon's actually been paying attention that much to even call Caleb Hollywood. And more than anything, what I took from it is he was very, very hyped up player. But this is the National Football League, and you got to come here and prove it. And basically, we're going to try to me, it looked like, steel sharpen steel. We're going to do our best to get that out of him in practice. Because if he can't deal with us, if he can't deal with our defense and how we roll, and I know from last year's training camp, niggas was talking shit. That defense was very loud in camp last year. And I know this year, coming off the year they had, they're going to be even louder, and they're going to put Caleb through the ringer as they should. So that's what I took from it. I don't took it as he like, well, we better see like he was dismissing Caleb, because he also said we do have to get to know him. Mikey, what did you take from, more specifically Jaylon, but also what DJ said?
I think more like with Jaylon, like kind of like how you were saying, I feel like he's a little misinformed in his opinion as far as the Hollywood stuff, because like we haven't really seen Caleb do anything Hollywood. Like we have to be honest with ourselves. This is the first class of NIL kids coming into the league, so they have other opportunities that other players didn't have, such as a Jaylon Johnson or a DJ Moore, coming out of college. So they kind of already know what it's like to be a pro. So yeah, if Caleb Williams wants to have a nice whip, or if Caleb Williams wants to, have all the fresh clothes and kind of worry, do all of that, like, what do you think a 20, 21-year-old is going to do with $1 million, So I feel like a lot of that is just misinformed. And, the day and age that we are with social media, it's hard to know what's serious and who's a real account, what's satire. We see it every day. Like there's many times that, one of us will send something, we'd be like, oh no, they got our guy, like this is fake, Yeah. And I think, we're seeing that with with Caleb Williams, and it's just something that they're gonna have to see the guy, kind of like Jaylon Johnson said, he even said it, like, really don't know the guy. So, you got to sit down and talk with them. But there is gonna be because you see it on social media, right? Like there's gonna be a portion of the fan base that actually like believes that shit. Like, see, they think Caleb's Hollywood. They're telling you, and then there's gonna be other guys like, let's be real. They don't even know each other. So I think DJ Moore has handled this the right way. As far as the Justin part, like, yeah, Justin's gone. He's no longer here. Nobody wanted to see him go, but we're gonna ride with Caleb. And for Caleb, I think a lot of what they're saying is don't be Hollywood and like come in ready to work, because I think they know what they're on the cusp on. I think they're ready to take this, this team to the next level and start actually being, a legitimate team. We don't want to be the laughingstock of the NFC North anymore. Or I'm tired of, when the Bears play off, on Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football, of seeing on my feed of the non-Chicagoans like, oh shit, why are the Bears here? Yeah. I think they want to elevate, and they know that they're close because they started to see the steps that they were taking last year. So Caleb just got to come in, put his head down and work. And I'm sure that they're going to end up on the back channel seeing what type of personality the kid has, and they'll end up gelling.
Yeah, and I think too, what you brought up, two good points. One, like you talk about him in the Porsche, the funny video that we've all posted with him.
Good child.
Like there's gonna be some people from like New Lenox or some shit like that who gonna be mad that he pulling off in a very clean ass Porsche after the Bears is lost by like 15 or some shit. Well, hey, who does he think? We don't do flashy stuff in Chicago.
We're a blue collar town. We're blue collar town.
We don't do that Hollywood shit. There's gonna be a lot of that old Grabowski's 85 Bears bullshit mentality that I want to die in such a flame of fire. But also too, what you said too, like as far as the teammate, I think once they get around Caleb and if he plays well, they're gonna love that kid. Rich Eisen played an interview a couple days ago that I don't even remember seeing, from when he had Travis Kelce on his show 6 years ago, right when they traded Alex Smith. And he basically was saying the same thing, like, yo, he said, I can't imagine my career without Alex Smith. I don't know what kind of player I am with Alex Smith. Like, that's going to be a big thing that's going to be missing in the locker room. He said, yo, Pat's cool. We hope he plays well, but we don't know yet. if you could fast forward 6 years later, do you ever hear Alex Smith, paired up with Travis Kelce? No. So obviously, I'm not saying that Caleb will be that, but it's kind of the same thing. When you take a locker room or veteran presence out, who the locker room loves, yeah, that's going to be a transition phase, and we're in that transition phase right now. Dante, what did you think about the comments from Jaylon and DJ?
Jaylon, shut the fuck up. Just me personally. I don't know where all this personality came from. It's like, bro, you got school, just relax. Like you're not the real Reapers. Calm down. But I do think that at the end of the day, like I said, I'm sticking with the fact that Caleb's personality is going to be a benefit. And so I think the last thing they'll do is come in and try to dim that kid's light. It's not going to be no old school. Hey, shut the fuck up and carry my pads. No. He's coming in as the franchise, as the guy, and they will act accordingly. I think one thing around you set the tone and let them know, like, hey, you don't treat this kid right, your ass not going to be here. It's not going to be a thing where it's, oh, well, we'll try to do what we need to do to appease the team. I think he set that tone with Trade and Justin after everybody said, making their little statements in the media about how they felt. But he don't give a fuck how they feel, right? He is the general manager. He's going to do what's best for this ball club. And so I think Jaylon, I think naturally the media ran with certain parts of it, because when you listen to the whole thing, he didn't say anything negative. He didn't say anything really bad. But I think also he should know that in this situation, people are going to be hypersensitive. And because of that, they're going to be able to take things you say and put it out of context just for the sake of getting clicks. And so with that being said, I don't think too much of it. And DJ's has 17 quarterbacks, and all he do is catch the fucking football. So I'm not worried about
DJ. Like, this is just another day. DJ is like, this is another day.
This is another off season for DJ Moore. This is nothing new for that nigga. So I think we'll be straight.
And I also think too, like you said, the thing about, carry my bag. That's the thing, like Cole Kmet said, like, you still gonna treat him as a rookie, but let's be very clear. There's only so much you're gonna treat this nigga like a rookie, because Shaq said on his podcast, he said, yeah, we weren't allowed to haze Kobe. He said we tried to, and Jerry West came in there and was like, let me holler at y'all niggas. We ain't doing that. He's like, we ain't doing that. This the future. Y'all not leave Kobe the fuck alone. He said when the logo told us leave him the fuck alone, we left Kobe the fuck alone. Like, of course, they'll do the rookie shit, but if you think Caleb's gonna be walking with like a Hello Kitty book bag, like ain't no in hell. You gonna get one of them.
What you mean? What you mean? His ass might like that.
Fair point. But they haze too much. You gonna get an email. Mr. Pose wants to see you at the practice. Like, Bears PR coming. He wants to talk to you real quick. And Ryan was like, look, nigga, I will send your ass to fucking Denver. Yeah, keep fucking around. But Bang, what you think about the comments from Jaylon and DJ?
Don't think nothing of it. In fact, that's how you build championships. Like, all I hear is, hey fam, this ain't college. We gonna work your ass during training camp. Ultimately, you will more than likely win my respect, but we need to get this Bankhead situation out the way. I messed up on the one.
Bankhead.
I was thinking about something else. Because I'm sitting up there looking at this video right here, looking at the damn Hulu documentary at the same time. Excuse me. Shouts out to Freak Nick as well. What I meant was Hard Knocks is what I meant. I can't wait for Hard Knocks. I can't wait to see that interaction between those two specifically. I can't wait to see the defense go up against him. Yeah. I can't wait to see the defense reaction. I can't wait to see his reaction. I can't wait for him to come out the next practice and throw a whole bunch of dimes and everybody goes, woo. I can't wait to see all of that. See, what I'm looking at is him saying, you traded my mans. That's cool. The dude that y'all plan on bringing in here better be on his square. That man is going to be on his square because the defense is going to do whatever they can to get him there through that competition in the first place. That's what builds championships.
Yeah.
Like that right there, when I listened to it, I was like, oh shit. Hard Knocks? Can't wait. I cannot wait. So I'm not thinking too much of it. I'm thinking of competition. And you gonna have to show us who you are.
Yeah.
But since we are who we think we are, if you do that, it's not gonna do anything but make you better and more prepared. That's a playoff defense right there. I ain't saying it's a championship defense.
Yeah. They know what they gotta do. They know what they gotta do.
And they know what they gonna do as vets as well.
Yeah.
To make sure he ready. We not going light on you.
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line.